My audience for this speech is my husband Daniel. After asking several students my age, I realized not one of them knew much about the Queen of England or the Queen's Jubilee. Out of 5 questions, only 2 of the 10 people I asked could answer a single one. I asked if they knew anything about the Jubilee, when the Jubilee was held, why it was held, where it was held, and for a bonus question, I asked what they thought about the Queen. First of all, the word Jubilee means the celebration of any certain anniversaries, such as the 25th anniversary, which is also known as the Silver Jubilee. The 50th anniversary is called the Golden Jubilee, and the Diamond Jubilee could either be for the 60th or the 75th year anniversary, according to dictionary.com. The Jubilee that was just held for the Queen of England was her Diamond Jubilee, which was for her 60 years of being Queen. The Jubilee was held between June 2nd and the 5th of this year, 2012. According to direct.gov.uk, which is a website full of public services, the Queen came to throne February of 1952, followed by her coronation June 2nd of 1953. During the Jubilee, there are a ton of events that take place. The first day of the Jubilee is Saturday, the 2nd of June. On this day, the Queen went to the Epsom Derby. It is said that the Queen is a huge fan of horse racing and likes to attend the Epsom and Ascot Derbies. June 3rd, there was a big Jubilee lunch, and during this lunch, everyone is encouraged to eat with their neighbors and their friends just to kind of connect and have fun. Also, the 3rd, there is the Thames Diamond Jubilee pageant. During this pageant, a fleet of 1,000 boats ranging anywhere from kayaks to tall ships follows the Queen's barge down the Thames River while thousands of people line the shores just to cheer on the Queen. On June 4th, there's a concert in front of the Buckingham Palace. This showcases British and Commonwealth musicians. They also have the lighting of beacons or bonfires on the 4th. They light 2,012 beacons throughout the streets of the UK, the Channel Islands, the Isle of Man, the British Overseas Territories, and the Commonwealth. The Queen herself lights the national beacon in London. The last day, which is June 5th, there was a service of Thanksgiving in St. John's Cathedral. There is a lot of work that goes into just putting the Jubilee together. According to a PR Week, a UK magazine from July 20th, the planning just for the Thames Diamond Jubilee pageant started back in November of 2010. In November of 2010, the Thames Diamond Jubilee Committee chooses the person to handle the press release. Later, in April of 2011, they held the first press conference in City Hall. Almost 300 people attended, and 100 of them were people with the media. In June of 2011, people who owned boats started registering their boats so they could follow the Queen's barge down the Thames River. This registration process ended October of 2011. Also in October, the committee decided if they wanted the pageant to be filmed or not, and they made the first trip down the river to figure out places they wanted photographers. In December of 2011, the boat owners that registered were notified if they were going to be taken part of the pageant or not. In the Sunday's paper in December, they described what the royal barge will look like and who will be designing it. And then there is a second press conference held June of 2012, and then the second trip up the river is made in May, and this is just to get ready for the pageant on June 3rd of 2012. In conclusion, even though it doesn't happen a lot, the Queen's Jubilee is very important. A jubilee only happens every so often, so it should be a big deal when it does happen. They spend up to 2 years planning just one event that happens in the 4 days of the celebration. And the whole country is excited to spend those few days celebrating with the Queen. In another 15 years, the Queen will be able to have another Jubilee, celebrating 75 years as Queen.